to these situations. Here we go, Moochie.
Keep your window down. Hey, keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me your ass, mama. Get out of the car. Give me your ass. I'm gonna break that freaking window. Get out of the car. Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out. 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 What part of law don't you understand? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting up, bro. God damn, twin. When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting up.
You understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you. You're a little confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too late.
All right, bro. Take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey, Drew, hey.
Don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. You stop crying.
Bro, y'all.
Don't move.
Good. Bro, you beating on my window like you crazy.
You set him up?
Why y'all beating on my window like y'all crazy for? Damn, bro, dude beating on my window like he crazy. I ain't do nothing, twin. Damn.
Hey, don't park there. Don't park there.
Hey. Hold on, twin. Hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my.
Moochie, let me give you the update on what's going on. The main cop that was in that thing has been placed on administrative leave. Tyreek Hill came out with a statement today saying that he could have handled the situation a little better on his end. And I agree with that to some degree with what Tyreek is saying. But at the end of the day, I'm still falling in line with there was just way too much excessive force. But more importantly, there were some egos involved in this thing that people on the major networks aren't talking about, the egos involved with this thing. And before I get into my little soliloquy, I want to hear what you got to say about it, Moochie. I know what if Larry was here, well, I ain't going to say that. Larry would put most of the blame. No, I'm not even going to say that. Larry would definitely call out Tyreek for not rolling down that window and keeping it down. I'm going to make the argument for why that shouldn't even have been a problem. But I want to hear what I want to hear what you got to say first and foremost, Moochie.
I talked about this Tuesday when it first happened, when it first happened, and I feel like this is how I'm gonna go. The police escalated that situation where it didn't have to go there. Mm-hmm. He already said, I know he came there aggressive from the beginning with tapping on the window the way he did, and then the second officer with the bands on his arm, the black Under Armour, that one.
Yeah.
He's a buff to me. When you call one of those buffs, like you like being you got the bravado of a police officer, so you trying to flex. So him, I hope he was suspended because he shifted it up to 10. So that one, they both need to be suspended without pay, those two. As far as Tyreek Hill, yeah, he could have handled the situation a little bit better and came calm with it. But I want to see how fast they was going. They didn't have. I had a copy of the ticket, and it's not like he clocked him speeding. He did a visual on that, so you really don't know how fast I was going. That's why they tell you when they do come up to you and ask you, "Do you know how fast you was going?" Yeah, I know how fast I was going. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't know, you say that. And to me, that's you. Some of these police officers don't know all of the rules, so they come to you like tyrants, like these two did. They could barely speak English. Mm-hmm. And he seemed like he had it in for him in the beginning. You know what I said, Lamont? Let me find out they playing fantasy football and they trying to change the odds of the game because this one hasn't missed a game, Tyreek Hill. You know he hasn't missed any games. I know you know better than me.
Hey, look, y'all, when you want to go real deep in that rabbit hole, jump in there with the hammer, because that big hammer she got makes some deep ass rabbit holes. Now, Moochie went exactly to a place that I was going to go with when I talk about egos got involved. Somebody posted on one of my videos that he got caught speeding. Okay, and by the time we get to the edited video that the police gave us in the beginning, now since then they put out the whole thing. But when they get to him, Tyreek gives him the license out of his window. He gave it to him. He has the man's license. Okay. At that point in time, if not already, because we don't know, they might know the officers might already know it's Tyreek Hill in that car based on license check, because most of the time when a cop pull you, they check your damn license before they get to the car, people. I mean, I've got police officer friends, okay? With them knowing all that information in the totality of this story, it does not just simply come down to obey and don't resist arrest. That's what white people want us to say all the damn time.
Mm-hmm.
If you just behave,
if you just complied,
you wouldn't die. Fuck that. We done seen too many instances where we complied and we died.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, Tyreek could have helped de-escalate the situation. I'm not saying that he couldn't, because he could have. But to just simply sit here and say that he didn't give that officer his license, which at that moment, why are you still bothering this man? You know good and damn well who he is, which is probably why you decide to finish harassing his ass. He's a football player. And Moochie, I don't know if you know, but a lot of people in the white community, the Republican types, don't like Tyreek Hill because he was in a situation with wife beating and that type of thing. He made a couple of years ago in Kansas City. So, you know, when we do those kind of things, we don't get treated like Trump. I ain't going to say why not, but we don't get treated like Trump, okay? We get thrown down there with R. Kelly. And so these guys came to that car already having a chip on their shoulder. Like their head was not in the game. When Tyreek Hill gave you that license, why didn't you take his license, run the information, and give him his ticket and go about your way? Why was you continuously trying to say with these people that have crazy power and they're in a relationship with a woman that they beat, don't make me do this, don't make me do this, roll down that window, roll down that window. You are the trained officer. You could have de-escalated this thing, but your ego got in the way because you see this black guy who you probably don't like driving a $300,000 car. You are a police officer. You feel like you're not being respected the way you should. You probably feel like you should be going to the game for free. And you decide in this moment that you're going to harass him. And what makes it even worse, Moochie, is that these fuckers are minorities themselves.
Exactly. That's the point. That's the point I wanted to make.
However, these are the type of Trump minorities. Florida is full of the Spanish folks that, for whatever reason, vote Republican. You know, I guess I've learned through historical documents and through people who are in the community that a lot of people come here and they try to assimilate to the power group, which is the white people. And when you have the ability to blend in with certain features, straight hair and all this other shit, you blend in with them. And so what makes me know these cops was having a power trip is because Tyreek's teammates pulled up on the other side of him, right? And I understand from a cop's perspective. You want to know who the hell these people are, what they're doing. All right. By this point, Moochie, they done drug Tyreek out the car. They got their knee in his back. They telling his butt not to cry, telling him to turn off the phone. And so Tyreek is telling the teammates to call Drew. Okay, so what I didn't show in this video that you can go on my channel and pull the full video is they go to his friends, his teammates in that other car, and then they start trying to throw their weight around on them. Give me your license. Get back in there. Give me your license. Close your door. It's already been clearly identified that these guys are his teammates. And Moochie, how much you want to bet that the cops knew that these guys is his teammates? They know that.
They knew.
They know that. They knew it. But because these guys are the type of athletes you don't want to see having the type of power and financial status that they have, you had to take a moment to show them that no matter how far they go, in this moment, they're going to always have the power over you. And for that set of circumstances, Moochie, it's hard for me to say that Tyreek not rolling his window down fast enough merits everything that they went through when you clearly see these guys was hotheads from the jump. Tell me where I'm wrong, Moochie.
You're not wrong. They said it all.
And Moochie, I'm going to give you an analogy that I was going to use because y'all know me in analogies. I stretch these bitches like the walls of something else. I stretch them. Kimberly A. Martin, who is one of my favorite, I'll get back to that in a minute, Moochie. Kimberly A. Martin, who is one of my favorite new personalities on ESPN, and I'm glad she said it before I did. She made the analogy from a woman's perspective about how the old generation is telling us that to relate to this situation, Tyreek could have de-escalated a situation that is completely wrong, not always because we resist arrest or whatever. And her analogy was this. We always tell women, if you don't want to get raped or touched at the club, don't go wearing revealing clothes. That's what they always say. And her analogy to that is simply what I was going to say. Okay, but if someone does decide to rape you or touch you, that don't make the shit right.
Don't.
No matter what's going on in their head, no matter how enticing you might look, it don't make it right. And just because Tyreek didn't comply with rolling down the window, which is not a law, it ain't no law that say you got it. He gave you the license. You have his license, you know his license plates. Get back there and give up the ticket. No, you tried to exert your authority over this man for whatever probably personal reasons you had. And that's the problem we all arguing about. Now, here's the problem we got to deal with as Black people, Moochie. Tyreek could have died.
Yup.
He could have died. And with the police video, sure, they would have gone to jail. But is that the outcome we want? It's not the outcome we want. And so that's why I'm glad Tyreek Hill came out and said what he said right here. Moochie pulled it up for me.
What if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, bro? Like, worst case scenario, you know, because it's crazy. Like, I want to be a cop one day. I got a state trooper, had all that, you know, so I got a lot of respect for cops, man. But obviously, you know, everybody has bad apples in every situation, you know, so I want to be able to, you know, use this platform, you know, to figure out a way to like flip this and, you know, make it a positive on both ends, on my end and then also Miami-Dade, you know, so that way we can team together and, you know, do something positive for the community, because that's what it's all about, bro. Like, you guys are here to like protect us as individuals and you know, I have a platform and I want to be able to team up with you guys, so that's all I gotta say.
And today or yesterday, he made a statement that said he could have handled the situation better.
Yeah, the NFL told him to probably say that.
I'm sure they did. But he also said he still wants that one cop fired, which that one cop, Moochie,
he should be fired.
Two of those cops should be fired. And I mean, technically, if you want to really get down to it, one could make the argument that all three of their asses should be gone. But because I know cops, I work out with cops. Sometimes when you have your squadron leader, you have so much respect for him that when he's doing wrong, it's very hard for you to go tell him to stop doing what he's doing, because he holds authority over your career. He holds authority over your behavior in some senses. So to say that one of the other cops should have told him to calm down, maybe they should have tried, but they probably was feeling like if they did, it would have hurt them. And so,
well, it's gonna hurt them now, so because they all need to be suspended.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I would think that what people need to do, and this is what me and my wife talked about yesterday, if for whatever the reason you get pulled by a cop and you feel like it's not going your way, what Tyreek could have done is, let me speak to your supervisor. And they would have had to go make a call to the supervisor to let them cover the grievances with Tyreek. That's what he could have done. Again, pulling him out the car, putting knees in his back, accosting his teammates. None of that was necessary. We're not living in the day of Barney Fife policing, ladies and gentlemen. We have cameras and things to help protect citizens from rogue individuals now. And this was just egos out of check. I want to hear from you guys, and I also want you guys to be protected. Just because we talk about these instances where these cops are behaving like this, make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, the majority of cops I have personally dealt with, Republican or not, are great individuals. But you do have these ones that get drunk off the power. Simple as that. Any closing words on it, Moochie?
Yes, he could have also complied. Like what was like he did say, just give me my ticket and I'll be on my way. I have a game to get to. So I don't think where he was thinking, where his mind is thinking, I got to get to this game. I have to get to this game. He could have just took the ticket and signed it and put you put how you signed it under duress with it, and then deal with the situation later.
Right.
Whereas you file a complaint against these two officers for being overzealous or whatever the case may be, and you could have took it there. But I feel like from the jump, they escalated the situation, the police officers, especially that second one. He kicked it up a notch. And I understand what you're saying too, how he fed off of that. And so if he is the superior officer, the first one that tapped on the window, then he should be disciplined, because now you got people following you this way where you made it a situation that it was. But that second officer, the one that was talking all that smack, he need to be suspended without pay. No, it's nothing else to talk about, because I would want to see his record. I want to know, first of all, if he playing fantasy football. I want to know all of that. They need to be digging in on that. And if it's people that do all of that doc stuff, that's what they need to find out, if he playing something like that. Tyreek Hill hasn't missed a game in 3 years. Imagine if he missed that game. And the odds with that. I got to go back on my conspiracy side, Lamont.
Hey, that's why I tell people, jump in that rabbit hole, baby. You get the best conspiracies there. We're going to move on and talk about, we're going to save my Uncle Shay for last.
Yeah, we got to stay home. We got to stay home for last. Don't you run from me. Don't you run from me.
Lord have mercy. Moochie, you wouldn't happen to have the clips. You wouldn't happen to have the sound clips from all that, would you?
Hold on. I do have it, because I DM somebody with my
okay,
nasty
well,
stuff. I'll get it ready.
Get it ready. As we now get ready to go through politics. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we're so happy to have you. You guys are a great audience. Even those of you that don't vibe with me politically, still glad to have you. I know y'all love me for some of the other stuff I riff on. So you just got to tolerate me feeding the veggies of politics. And we're getting ready to dive into that now. But again, a reminder, I'm getting ready to start preparing to shoot my first film. I need you guys' help, because when you're trying to first get started in Hollywood, it's hard out there. But I have something that a lot of people in Hollywood don't have. An audience who loves me, adores me, respects me, and likes to help me do things. So go and make a donation. Every single dollar helps. Link is in the description. Let's get to this debate. Now, Moochie, we're coming into the game talking about what happened in the debate a little late, because a lot of people have gotten their theories out there. Kamala has even asked for a second debate. Trump has said what he had to say, and Fox News had things to say. Now, before I go through some of the finer points of the debate, Moochie, that I want us to talk about that was made, let's take a look at what some of the Republican faithful had to say about Donald Trump in this debate, Moochie. And it was very unwavering. And I respect these Republicans, because when Joe Biden had a horrible ass debate, Democrats like me got up here and said that was a terrible debate. Joe Biden seemed like he had dementia. The party needs something new. And I was wondering what Republicans would say these things. A few of them did. And here we go.
They talk about migrants eating dogs and cats. I mean, that's something Saturday Night Live would do. Why would you even bother to do that?
He was childish. He was creepy. He was cringy. That thing about eating dogs, they eat dogs. He was obsessed with it. He wouldn't let it go. He put that bone in his mouth and he rattled it. And I thought that she withstood Hurricane Trump. She came across as competent, even confident after that first half hour, which I agree with you, Trump, that was definitely his best half hour. Then he just descended into chaos. He couldn't make a straight point. He kept returning to generalizations as thinking that through braggadocio alone that he could prevail. He was terrible tonight. And you can apologize for him all you want, but he did not seem presidential. He wouldn't even have made the debate team at a junior high.
Moochie, before we dive into highlights from the debate, the problem with everything he just said, Trump has been the same exact way since he came down that escalator in 2016. He's been the same exact way. There's nothing new. And I get frustrated when I hear people talking about they still don't know who to vote for. I even seen a girl who most of the time she's supporting Trump. She's always in the Trump bandwagon. She put up a post to tell people, I just want to let y'all know that no matter who's the president, no president is going to save you. And I'm up here like, bitch, please. You know good and damn well Trump is bad for the country and you just don't want to admit it. So now all of a sudden you telling people that no matter who's in office, they're not going to save you. So, I mean, basically, she's almost telling people not to go vote. And so give me your analysis of how you saw the debate, Moochie, and what do you think they're going to do with Trump? Because Trump's not going to go away. The Republican Party might have given the Democrats the gift that keeps on giving beyond this election cycle.
I mean, look, he put his own foot in his mouth for certain things he said. He got fact checked a lot too, which that's the original reason why he didn't want to go to ABC, because he knew they was gonna fact check him on certain things. Now about the come on, let me ask y'all this, and I want you to be honest with me, Lamont, because you come from old school.
Definitely.
Didn't people used to say that about Chinese restaurants back in the
day?
Hey man, and now look, I'm just saying. Look.
I'm stealing my jokes. You stealing my jokes
on both sides. That's your joke.
I got a joke about that today.
Oh, damn it! Well, great minds think alike.
Where's my music for when Moochie Moochie used to always tell me don't get in front of the horse. Okay, now
I put my track shoes on.
You
Let me find out I was being Shakari.
No, you being Tyreek on Power. That's what you did before he got a car. But
I'm running down to the subway.
Yes, I am in line with what Moochie is saying about all that. And guess what else I got, Moochie, that you didn't think about? An audience. I actually have the real footage of where this conspiracy came from about people eating cats.
Wasn't it? Okay, all right, go ahead. I hope it's the one I've seen.
It's the one you've seen. It's the one you've seen.
Eating dogs and cats. They're eating.
Yeah. I have the actual footage of where this whole conspiracy came from in Ohio. Because like I said, I am friends with a lot of Republicans. Now, most of my Republican friends do not support Trump. I ain't gonna lie. They are Republicans, but they don't support Trump. But they know where these rabbit holes go, and I got that footage. And so before we go there, Moochie, let's go ahead and recap one of the videos in which Trump tells lies, and then he tried to antagonize Kamala the way people used to antagonize us in middle school or elementary school and talk about your mama and your daddy. You know how black folks, you say something about our mama, boy, we about to be, Sugar Ray Leonard up in this piece. He tried that. And let's take a look at it, ladies and gentlemen.
Donald Trump left us the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. And what we have done is clean up Donald Trump's mess. What we have done and what I intend to do is build on what we know are the aspirations and the hopes of the American people. But I'm going to tell you all in this debate tonight, you're going to hear from the same old tired playbook, a bunch of lies, grievances, and name-calling. What you're going to hear tonight is a detailed and dangerous plan called Project 2025 that the former president intends on implementing if he were elected again.
Send her a MAGA hat. She's gone to my philosophy, but if she ever got elected, she'd change it, and it will be the end of our country. She's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist. Her father's a Marxist professor in economics, and he taught her well. But when you look at what she's done to our country,
Is it just the same person that donated $10,000 to her campaign?
Well, you know, Moochie, a lot of people on Fox News don't hear that often. They might hear it for a brief second to use it as something to debate individuals who are Democrats, but a lot of people don't know that, yes, he's donated to her. She took the money and then she donated it somewhere else. But let's talk about the bigger point that was made in this whole thing, Moochie, that he just ran from. And the biggest point for me when it comes to voting, biggest point on this election cycle, Moochie, you can remember when Republicans used to be the party that, when we talk about the police, the military, the army, the Navy, and the American flag, for whatever the reason, society made it seem like they had ownership of those things. They was the ones who loved the country and its rich history and all that good stuff, right?
Right.
Because democracy, Moochie, was the thing that'll set you free. Democracy. If it wasn't for American democracy, we wouldn't have our lifestyle, we wouldn't have our freedoms, we wouldn't have the wealth we have. It is the American democracy. Moochie, what did Trump try to do on January the 6th?
He formed a coup, an insurrection, and they got away with this.
To overthrow democracy.
Mm-hmm.
And if that is the number one issue for why everything else in America is the way it is, how can anyone sit here that believes in democracy vote for Trump unless you hate democracy so bad because you hate the federal government so bad that you are willing to burn all that shit down and have Trump as a dictator?
I think a lot of people don't understand how and why the whole migrant situation happened because of who's controlling the house at that time. And a lot of people don't understand politics like that to understand that the majority of the control was in the Republicans' hands. And he was actually having them hold the line and not fix anything with this whole situation. And now it's out of hand. And he's trying to flip the blame on Kamala because she's in office. Yeah. And people don't see it that way.
Well, Moochie, they also had a border bill on the desk that Biden was going to sign that was basically something that was started when Trump was in office. Trump came down there and told him, don't you sign this shit. Don't you sign it. And he stopped what could have been a border thing to help. But here's the problem, Moochie. The politicians on both sides, they really don't have a handle on what to do about immigration because this country is a country of migrants. Hell, let me rephrase that because I don't want to disrespect the natives of this country. This country is a country of migrants that stole it from another group of people.
Yep.
Simple as that. Simple as that. Showing respect to the natives that was here. And now when you have people coming across the border to try to use this place as a refuge, we need to put something in place that makes the process easier. And here's the other thing I got with this, Moochie. Why is it that all of a sudden the only issue that they can find to try to make it the end all be all for this presidential cycle is fucking immigration? Is it because you know his policies are terrible? Is it because you know, but you don't want to go down this rabbit hole, that the tax breaks he gave to the rich, that we supposed to believe trickles down. They never trickle down. They don't trickle down without barriers. They don't trickle down without handcuffs. It did not trickle down. Do you understand how inflation really works? On some level, presidents, the different presidents, they indirectly affect inflation. That takes time to see it happen. They indirectly affect gas. That takes time to see it happen. But what they do direct is the hope of the country, things that they can write executive orders for, and coming up with policies that can be set forth that can take years to put in place that can work. One thing that buffoon said, Moochie, in this debate, when they got to talking about healthcare, did you like how he says he has a concept for a healthcare plan?
Didn't he say that last time he was in office and they just basically kept Obamacare?
Well,
right?
They tried to vote it. They tried to vote it down, and John McCain said nope. and he didn't have anything, Moochie. But this man, in front of a national audience, said he doesn't. He has a concept for a plan, Moochie. But folks, for whatever the reason, want to think he's a sound businessman, Moochie. I'm not going to get too crass in my analogies on this one, but I can just tell you this, Moochie. I can't personally go to a bank and tell them I want a loan and say that I have a concept of a business plan.
Nope.
Moochie, I can't come home and tell my wife and my children when they hungry as fuck, I done said I'm gonna bring dinner, and I get here and say, well, I have a concept of what dinner should look like. People, we're talking about healthcare. We're talking about something that is 20% of our domestic GDP, healthcare. And you have a concept of something? Come on, dude. And I got to play this clip, Moochie. This is the one where he...
I'm looking. I'm ready. What, they're eating dogs?
This is the one where he's talking about eating dogs.
They're eating dogs.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back and relax.
And I'll tell you something. He's going to talk about immigration a lot tonight, even when it's not the subject that is being raised. And I'm going to actually do something really unusual, and I'm going to invite you to attend one of Donald Trump's rallies, because it's a really interesting thing to watch. You will see during the course of his rallies, he talks about fictional characters like Hannibal Lecter. He will talk about windmills cause cancer. And what you will also notice is that people start leaving his rallies early out of exhaustion and boredom. And I will tell you, the one thing you will not hear him talk about is you. You will not hear him talk about your needs, your dreams, and your desires. And I'll tell you, I believe you deserve a president who actually puts you first, and I pledge to you that I will.
President Trump, on that point, I want to get your response.
Well, I would like to respond.
Let me just ask, though, why did you try to kill that bill, and successfully so, that would have put thousands of additional agents and officers on the border?
First, let me respond as to the
Please.
rallies. She said people start leaving. People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go. And the people that do go, she's bussing them in and paying them to be there, and then showing them in a different light. So she can't talk about that. People don't leave my rallies. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people
eating the dogs
that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. And it's a shame. As far as rallies are concerned, as far as the reason they go is they like what I say.
You said you got the clip where it originated from, right? Where he's like, I seen it on TV. That
Okay. All right. Lord have mercy. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have the clip of where this bull jive originated from. Okay. There was a 911 call placed in Ohio, and there was someone that was going through a wig out session on drugs. Take a look at this, and then me and Moochie will rebuttal.
Just before midnight, 911 dispatch there got a disturbing call.
911, where's your emergency?
Hey, I'm in Jackson, Sherry, and I have I have a black woman that's tweaking out real bad. She's on drugs real bad.
What's your address so I can get the block range?
11, 19 Jackson Sherrod.
The caller reports a woman who he says is tweaking out after probably taking some drugs.
You've never seen her before?
No, I've never seen this lady in my life.
Okay, did you see what she was wearing? Is that who you're talking to right now?
Yeah, she keep grabbing on to people. And she's just eating random stuff off the floor and seeing stuff.
So that call was disturbing, but more calls come in that take it to the next level.
911, where's your emergency?
Hi, I need an ambulance and police. Don't come over here. This girl is, I don't know, she's out here on drugs or something. She's pulled the head off of her cat. She says she took ice. I don't know. We just need somebody like to come get her thing.
The calls keep coming in that Farrell is outside eating a cat. Dispatch even hears from her cousin, who says Farrell was performing this disturbing act live on Facebook.
I just was watching a live video of my cousin on Facebook, and she's down at her house. She killed a cat and is eating it. I need police and medical.
Why do you need medical?
I don't know what she took, what kind of drugs she's on.
What he mean? Why you need medical people there? Did you hear what she was doing? I don't understand people.
Like that, I guess some of them aren't trained when there's a mental health emergency. But ladies and gentlemen, that is where this whole thing came out. And then Moochie, let me tell you about this. You got some niggas in the Republican Party saying black people should be happy that the conspiracy didn't get blamed on us. It got blamed on migrants. And my retort to him was like, dude, why is anybody even paying this any attention when black folks for years have been saying, if you want to know what cat tastes like, go down there to the Chinese restaurant because what they feeding us, the size of them wings, ain't no fucking birds, okay? They cats that's plucked. But oh shoot, Moochie.
What?
I got breaking news. Breaking news.
All right.
Moochie.
Do I gotta go get proof?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have found the real person that's been eating cats. It's an alien immigrant that's been eating cats. We found his ass. Here it is, Moochie. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my main man, Alf, from the 90s. He was the TV show alien that was eating everybody's cats. I mean, you couldn't leave Garfield juicy ass nowhere near Alf. And so, Moochie, why haven't the white people came to arrest Alf? Since cat lives matter so fucking much.
Oh, no, because Alf lives with them.
Oh. So he's like E.T., only he eats cats, okay? Right? Oh, I understand that. But getting back to the politics of it all, ladies, that's pathetic. Why is a person who holds the highest office, not just in America, but in the world, bringing up this bull jive? Kamala played this man like a French fiddle. She knew where to set traps, and damn it, he stepped in all of them and just kept stepping in them and could not resist. The only reason I can understand why people are voting for him is, number one, you want chaos. Number two, you are in the top 10%, so you're going to get a tax break. And because of your wealth, you think that if he gets these dictatorial powers, he won't come for you, which is wrong. And then number three, you just want to support a white guy that's anti-LGBTQ. He's anti-minorities. He's all male fake-ass bravado. That's why you're supporting him. That's it. There's nothing else you get with him. Nothing. And then, ladies and gentlemen, to add more insult to his injury, right after the debate, Moochie, did you see who endorsed Kamala? Let me show you this, because I know Trump was somewhere peeing in his Depends. And if y'all didn't know, the man wears a Depends. Here we go.
Quote, like many of you, I watched the debate tonight. If you haven't already, now is a great time to do your research on the issues at hand and the stances these candidates take on the topics that matter to you the most. As a voter, I make sure to watch and read everything I can about their proposed policies and plans for this country. Recently, I was made aware that AI of me, quote me, falsely endorsing Donald Trump's presidential run was posted to his site. It really conjured up my fears around AI and the dangers of spreading misinformation. It brought me to the conclusion that I need to be very transparent about my actual plans for this election as a voter. The simplest way to combat misinformation is with the truth. Then she says, quote, I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election. I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe need a warrior to champion them. I think she is a steady-handed, gifted leader, and I believe we can accomplish so much more in this country if we're led by calm and not chaos. I was so heartened and impressed by her selection of running mate Tim Walz, who has been standing up for LGBTQ plus rights, IVF, and a woman's right to her own body for decades. I've done my research, and I've made my choice. Your research is all yours to do, and the choice is yours to make. I also want to say, especially to first-time voters, remember that in order to vote, you have to be registered. I also find it's much easier to vote early. I will link where to register and find early voting dates and info in my story. With love and hope, Taylor Swift, signed Childless Cat Lady. I have to.
Damn. Now, Moochie, let me tell you what done been said on Fox News about Taylor.
What?
Shut up and sing, and you about to lose all your Megyn Kelly says she's going to lose all her Republican supporters. What did you think about the endorsement of Taylor Swift?
I mean, I thought she was going to go the other way because of who her man was, but I'm hearing about the breakup and stuff. So did politics break them up?
Travis Kelce?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, Travis Kelce is a Democrat, Moochie.
Okay, they was talking about, okay, so then those are the AI things that was generated.
Yeah, Travis Kelce was, have you ever seen Travis Kelce's girlfriend before Taylor Swift?
Mm-hmm. She's a black chick.
He's one of the very few that once you go black, you don't go back. Well, his ass went back, but he's always been kind of liberal-minded in his thought process. He's a homeboy. But Moochie, let me tell you something else that I thought was like the picture of the debate. This caption right here, where she looking at him like, bless your little heart. Damn you, just bless your little heart. And there was one more thing that probably made Republicans upset, Moochie.
What?
In this last year, who has been one white female that the white people have trying to be pushed down our throats to be the second coming to Tom Brady as an athlete?
Oh, Angel and Caitlin Clark.
That post that Taylor Swift made, she went up there and triple liked it, which might be eluding that she supports Kamala Harris. And if she does, I want to know. Now, granted, Caitlin Clark can play basketball. So no matter what y'all do, no matter how y'all come from her, y'all can't take away the fact that that girl can ball, okay? Her ass can ball. You can't take that away from her. But all the extra stuff off the court that help boost her bravado, to help boost her image that white America has been pushing, will you continue to do that if she comes out and says straight to your face, I support Kamala. I believe in diversity. I believe in helping minorities and the plights that people who have been oppressed have to go through. Will y'all still support Caitlin Clark? What you think, Moochie?
I don't know. I want to see how it goes down. Because it was, or we have a lot of fly-by-night basketball fans for her.
Right.
That's just off of GP for the because they don't like Angel Reese. So,
hey,
and I'm not saying I'm not taking that away from her because she is a good player, but you know,
look y'all know. Look, who's on this shirt I'm wearing?
It's other. Okay,
Angel Reese. Angel Reese.
I think look, I got a conspiracy thing. I think they made her sit down for the rest of the season.
I kind of think about that too a little bit. Like, I'm trying not to go there.
I have to.
Because she was Angel was breaking records. That's why I wear this girl on my shirt proudly. She was breaking records, but Caitlin Clark is doing good too. Like, they even got Caitlin Clark in the category of she could win Rookie of the Year and
now she
MVP
can.
of the league. Right,
Definitely
right.
Now she can, because she and that's why they sat her down. If Angel Reese was breaking records and she was in the runnings for MVP for the season, they won who they won.
Moochie, I got more breaking news.
Okay.
Look, Moochie, I got more breaking news.
Go ahead.
Did you know Mar-a-Lago has a new menu of food they're going to be serving just for this weekend?
What, is going to be some dog thing?
Let's see. Let's see the menu.
Cat. Okay, let me read it to you.
We got specials. Poodles and noodles. God damn.
Poodles and noodles. Collie hit by a trolley. Tabby Patty.
Slab a lab. Pit bull pot pie.
Kitten cutlets. Barbecue
beagle. Oh my God, Lord help her.
German shepherd
pie. And Siamese and cheese. Boy, y'all going to hell.
So that's a Siamese cat with some cheese. What is, like a chopped sandwich or something? Let me find out this chopped cheese like they doing it in the bodegas up here.
Moochie, what do they do with the German Shepherd pie? Do they shave the dog before they put it in the pie, or do you eat the pie with the dog hairs? What do they do with the pie? Oh, Lord, she went Scooby-Doo. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get in trouble, let me get this off this screen. Lord have mercy. God, though. All right, folks. We're to the Shannon Sharp part because your boy got to get ready to get up out of here. So in case you didn't know, Shannon Sharp has been under controversy the last week because people have been feeling, number one, that he's starting to become skilled with his co-host, Ocho Cinco, trying to be too professional. He's corporate shade now is what some say. And he chastised Ocho on the show about being professional, showing up late. Well, it's kind of like now the gun done got reversed back to Unc because Unc went live on IG and lied and said he had got hacked, but has since done the right thing, came out and said it was him. And we heard these kinds of sounds, Moochie. Dare I say, panty draws was dropped. Dare I say, cheeks were getting clapped. Let's see if we can hear this sound.
Yeah. Is it playing? You gotta put the speaker or take the speaker off. Let me go to it.
Okay. Let's see if we can get this sound.
There we go.
There you go, baby. That's my Michelle. That's my Michelle. There you go, baby. There you go. We'll put this in here. You know what I like? You know what I like?
Well, knee deep in that pussy.
Oh my goodness.
There you go, baby.
Yeah, he said don't run from me. Hold up, it's another one. It wasn't hacked. He going in.
Well, we know he ain't eating the ball.
Well, you know, she showed her face too.
On this live?
No, she was like, it's not Michelle, it's Nichelle with an N. So she's like, if you're gonna say my name, say it right.
There you go, baby. There you go, baby. There you go, baby.
All right, that's enough.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Okay, now here's the thing about this, ladies and gentlemen. This is my unc, and there was all kinds of conspiracies and theories floating around that he put this out there because he's gay or he likes transgender women and stuff like that. I think that, first of all, why does it matter? But I understand why it matters. And I think Shay, if that was the case for him, he wouldn't have a problem revealing it. But having said that, I think the issue with him was, and you got to give this man credit. I've been trying to work with the dude. And of course, there ain't nobody taking my phone calls. I ain't big enough yet. I got film studios putting up in North Carolina. Nobody takes my phone calls, so I don't pull no punches on what I say about nobody. Okay, because I mean, you're gonna work with me or you're not. But I think Shay has proven long enough that he's a man that stands on his own molehill, or at least he stood in that woman's molehill. And if he was like that, he would say it. You know, I really believe he would say it. There was room before I even heard this. There was rumors that if I wanted to get me a good laugh, if I wanted to hear it sound like Biggie Small about to get his last nut, go find this Shannon Sharp video. I even heard somebody was like, Mont, you want a good laugh? I want to hear what you got to say. I was like, well, what you think I'm gonna say? You might say something like, you hear that video of Shannon Sharp, you're gonna say it sound like a wildebeest poking a rabbit. I was like, well, and so I went looking for it, Moochie, and I couldn't find it. But guess what, Moochie? The internet is always undefeated. You know that they wanted to put together a little track for my aunt, and here it is.
And it God damn it!
Nigga, what the fuck are you doing?
No! Fuck! No! Fuck! No! Fuck! All right. Whoa. No, fuck! All right. Whoa.
Nigga, did you know that I can see you? Nigga, did you know that I can see you?
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.
You did.
I gave you everything I had.
Which is why.
No!
Oh my God. Moochie, the best one in there was the baby boy, because you can actually picture that, because Unc is a big dude, big muscular dude. You can picture that. Which one was your favorite out of that group?
When he said at the end of the day, when I put my head on the pillow at night, I gave it my all.
He did. I don't even think he ever put his head on the pillow, because Unc said he's a back shot man.
Yeah. It sounded like he said he liked booties.
Yeah. And plus, he was doing way too much talking to be in the front of somebody's face, okay? Breathing heavy and shit. But y'all let up on my Unc, man. We all mess around. Like, it's just some of us just like to display it. If Unc played this correctly, ladies and gentlemen, he could do like Kim Kardashian and blow the fuck up. This could be the third leg of his 5 steps to being a billionaire. And guess what? Ray J making a comeback, y'all. His little Raycon headphones are helping him propel his career. So this could be that moment that propels to the stratosphere. What you got, Moochie?
Do you think he got fired? This is what I'm hearing.
No, I mean, if
ESPN didn't let him go like how they did. Who was the one that had the video at the strip club with him?
Oh, I don't know.
He was announcing and they took him off.
I don't know because I don't be keeping up with it as that tough. Like I love sports and all, but I don't keep up with it that heavy. So I couldn't tell you who that was. Hold on, y'all. I'm taking a phone call from a Hollywood actor. Hold on. What's up, my brother Denzel?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Can you give me 2 minutes to end the live stream?
Yeah.
Okay, give me 2 minutes. Well, Moochie, I gotta go. I love y'all. I'm out of here. Don't forget to go donate to my G-Force. I'm trying to get these movies up. You see, I'm taking phone calls out of the blue from folks in Hollywood. Be sure to check out my sister Moochie. This is a power weekend. She's coming. I'm coming. Until that next Sex is Hell video, we out, y'all.